live. Welcome to the Rome Show. I got a special guest. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing? I appreciate you for coming on the podcast.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
Applause. Yay.
So for the people on my platform that don't know, can you tell them who you are and what you do a little bit?
Awesome. So my name is Alexis. I am president and general manager of Ray Daniels Presents. We are a storytelling house. We also produce, write for the top writers, top storytellers, top songwriters in the world. We have artists right now with multiple Grammy nominations. We have 2 hit podcasts on our network as well. So anything and everything in the entertainment industry we're responsible for. We're kind of a big deal. So I'm president and GM of that organization.
Big. That's big things. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So before you got to working with Ray Daniels and stuff like that, what were you doing and how'd you get started?
So I have been leading organizations and operations and talent acquisition for the last almost 20 years. I know I don't look like it, but almost 20 years. I built talent acquisition systems at Delta Airlines. I built talent acquisition systems at other large organizations, Honeywell, Sprouts. So I've worked my way up the corporate ladder, and then I decided one day I really wanted to work with us and by us. My previous organization I was with was also owned by us, and that company was acquired for 7 figures. And so after that 7 figure exit, I was able to come on here at Ray Daniels Presents.
So fire, congratulations. And
Thank you so
from what I
much.
be seeing, you guys be looking super busy.
Yes. I literally finished a meeting at 12:59 to jump on this podcast for a show that we're developing. Anything and everything in the entertainment space, from TV shows to on networks to we have people right in our offices right now that are recording albums and songs that I'm sure we have plaques on the wall. We're a creative agency for the largest app for barbers in the United States. So we're very, very, very busy every single day.
Right. And the role that you play, the assistant, what exactly is like your day, like your whole day looking like?
So I'm not the assistant, I'm the president of the company. So, my day is busy. So usually I receive a schedule for the day, and it can be anything from a meeting. I just had a meeting with a very well-known celebrity, who is an actor. And then we also film our TV shows. And I'm sorry, our podcast. So we have 2 podcasts on our network right now. And then from there, I may have additional meetings when it relates to creative spaces, people that would like to do business with us, people that want funding from us, people. I'll also I have another meeting with an artist who would like for us to create some synergy around her album rollout and what that looks like. I'm designing a set today as well for another project we're working on. So it's a wide range of things that I'm responsible for, but I manage the day to day of the business. So all the employees reporting to me, everything that's going on in the building, I'm aware of. I have an assistant who comes to me. I'm working 24/7, 365.
Right. And my bad, I said assistant. The
Yeah, I'm like,
president.
wait a minute.
My bad on that. And that's a major role. So how exactly did you get the president role? How'd that happen?
So, great question. I came in and I audited. Ray asked me to come in and audit the company because there were holes, and he was not familiar with how to fill the holes. And because I've been successful in doing this for other companies, I just audited. It took about 14 to 17 days. I sat back, I audited, I looked at each individual person's role that was currently an employee, even down to interns. I looked at all the capabilities. I looked at where Ray wanted to go as an organization. And from there, I created some SOPs, some synergy around where we are now and where we're becoming. And based upon that becoming, it included some shifts. It included reducing our staff. It included expanding our capabilities. But it really has been beneficial. It is a whole 180 from when I started. But I'm really excited about where we're going because we have the right people in place right now.
Right. And being a president, you're doing so much. How do you stay organized and keeping everything on track?
Thank God for my assistant. That's the first thing. I in my previous role I didn't have an assistant. I had I hired a virtual assistant on my own in my previous role. So where I just paid out of my own personal pocket to have a virtual assistant that helped me to stay organized. I'm a naturally organized person. I always have notes. I always and I write things out by hand. So I know a lot of people do things on their phone, but I still write things by hand. And so when I write things by hand, I believe that thoughts become things. I believe in, you have to write the vision, make it plain. So I write down everything and then I go back. And it also helps me too because it helps me to stay focused. So I'll write everything down and then I'll go back to my notes and I'll reach out to my assistant or reach out to someone on my team to follow up on things. But I definitely use a calendar, definitely write everything. The phone is my Bible. I don't believe in the two phones things that a lot of people do because that's too much for me. I would much rather have an assistant and a phone. Like I don't need two different numbers. Like if I don't want to answer, I don't answer. So that's how I stay organized. I write everything down.
Right. And nowadays, people be having about two, three, four phones.
Yeah, and I don't. That's too much. Like I believe in working smarter, not harder. Because if two phones, I mean, there'll be multiple people with different numbers, and you don't know. Like I determine my access. I create boundaries, and so because I have created my own boundaries, I don't need to pay for additional boundaries. Like I can create my own boundaries of who has access to me and what kind of access they have for me.
Right. Gotta be like that. Um,
Yeah.
what's been like a very memorable time for you that shocked you working with Daniel?
Um, Probably the most shocking would probably be just a couple weeks ago at Invest Fest. Not Invest Fest at One Music Fest. So a lot of times, Ray Daniels, even though he has a very popular podcast, he is he is a subject matter expert when it comes to the recording industry. He has been an executive at multiple labels. He has signed multiple of our very well known artists. And so usually when you go into the podcast space, people are known as podcasters, right? They're like, oh, you're a podcast guy. That is just what their space is. Even if you think about Charlemagne or Poor Ma, any of those shows that are very, very successful, they're known as podcasters. But Ray is not just a podcaster. Ray is a music executive. He has the number one songwriter in the world that he manages. So, and then we have plaques all over the wall. And so at One Music Fest, everybody wanted to talk to us. Everybody wanted to sit down on our platform to talk to us, but people also wanted to talk to Ray. So being able to manage the optics of the business, which is Ray Daniels Presents, and also the celebrity, which is Ray Daniels. So being as the president of a company, trying to manage both and get my team to understand, hey, we have business to do because we need to get drops. We need to do our podcast, but then we also need to have a PR for Ray. And so it was just inspiring because I am a corporate person. I come from a very structured type of environment, and in the entertainment space, it's not structured. It's like a free for all. And so being able to structure my team so they can understand, like, he's a celebrity too. And so it's just interesting working for a celebrity when I see him as a friend and as a colleague and as a business partner.
Right. And that role, once again, what's one big challenge that you faced and how'd you overcome it?
The biggest challenge is honestly our team. Teamwork makes the dream work. And there were members of our team that were here before I started who were performing a role But those are not their greatest strengths. Like my biggest thing is helping to people to find their superpower. I really want people to find their superpower. What is your superpower? What is it that you do well and operate in that superpower? And what had been happening is that people were just performing roles that were not their superpower. And as a result, we weren't able to get to the level that we needed to be. And so that was difficult because I have a love for people. I'm from Atlanta. I know a lot. I've worked in the corporate space. I've worked in talent acquisition for most of my career, and I've hired thousands of people. I managed a team of 50 previously, so it it was very, very, very difficult for me to change that dynamic of what person is going in this role, and sometimes that person may not fit in the role that the company needs. So that was very, very challenging for me.
Yeah, that sounds very challenging. Um, can you describe a time where Ray was like, "I gotta get this done," can you get this done, and put you under pressure, like, and you got it done? How'd you go about it?
The funny thing is, it's always me saying, let's get it done and not Ray.
Oh, okay.
Like, because, and the reason why is because Ray, again, is what I call the people's champ. Everybody loves him. It's funny because online he's very polarizing, right? And everybody's like, Ray Daniels, Ray Daniels. And I'm like, if you knew him for who he's the most giving, one of the most giving people that I know. I am much more, strategic. They call me the strategic enforcer. So I'm the enforcer. So I'm the one that is going to have much more concrete. We got to get this done today, not tomorrow. I'm that person in the room, which is the reason why I'm the president. It allows Ray the business.
And do you put him under pressure? Like, you're like, I just gotta get done. Put that pressure on him.
I do. I have to. I mean, you pressure is what is needed to make things to go the right way, right? And it's not a bad pressure. I believe that there's a such thing as good stress and bad stress. With hiring and having the right team, it plays a huge part in our process and our pressure because then it doesn't feel as much like pressure. Because if everyone is operating in their superpower, we can get way more things done. And so I appreciate that Ray allows me to put the pressure so that it's not as much pressure on him. Because if you have people that are alleviating pressure, it won't always feel like pressure. So I give him specific things to do every single day. My assistant, we build the schedule, we build the processes, we build the meetings, we build what the schedule should look like so that it's productive and not just. Again, he's the people champ. Everybody wants to talk to him. Everybody wants to send their music. Now we have a soft. We have a. We're teaming up with an app so where people can get their music reviewed by him. It's just making strategic assignments so that it's not as much pressure on him. He can go home and enjoy his children and his family.
Right. And you also have a family and your personal time. How do you make time for yourself and your personal time?
One of the things my team will always tell you is that I believe in rest. I believe that you cannot be your best self. I don't believe in that, no rest. I'm not. You can't. Your brain has to. My brain is always working. I get up at 6:30 every morning, and my brain starts working. Right. And so before I go to bed, I pray. When I wake up, I pray. I keep myself centered and focused because in this industry, you can lose sight of yourself because you're working with celebrities and managers and entertainers. I don't feel that way because I keep myself centered. And the way I keep myself centered, I leave here, I go pick up my babies, I cook dinner. Like I have a normal life outside of here. Like I don't look at celebrities or people in the industry as celebrities. I look at them as people. They have to go home. They want to go home to their family members too. They're just trying to this is the way they feed their families. And that's the way I look at everybody. I greet everyone with a smile. I agree everyone wants to come and have a good time, but also know that it's business first.
Right. And you being a president, what's one skill or trait that a president needs to become successful?
They have to know that one thing that the first woman I ever experienced as a leader, she was my CHRO, which is Chief Human Resource Officer. And she was the only Black woman on the executive team for a multi-billion-dollar organization. And she told me, this is when I was mid-level, so I was like a director of a company, and she was my CHRO. And she said, "You're not going to be liked, and it's okay if you're not liked, but you need to be respected." And so from there, I'm always taking that with me. Every organization that I've been to, you may not like me today, but you're going to respect the decisions that I make. So being respected is number one on my list. I am lovable, I am kind, but respect me. My decisions may not always make sense for you, but they'll always make sense for the company. So I'm really in my mind making the best decisions. Sometimes I don't make the best decisions that Ray would think was the best decisions because I'm making them for the company. The company is who I am. Even though it says Ray Daniels Presents, it is my company too. So making sure that I put the company first so that any decision that is being made will be able to flourish in that environment.
Nice. And everything you're doing, the meetings you have, the people you come across working with Ray, has that helped your personal growth?
It has helped my personal growth because it's interesting because, like I said, I grew up. My career has been in corporate world, and corporate executives have to be very stoic, have to be very like look a certain way, act a certain way. Now I can be myself. Like I can come in here with the aloe set on if I want to. Like we're very casual, but I'm not super casual in general, so I don't. But it allows me to just be myself. I can relish in being myself. And I don't think I could get that anywhere else. Like just coming to work and being myself, talk the way I want to talk, eat what I want to eat. Like it's a different, I'm not in a boardroom every day where nobody looks like me. Everybody that I work with, 95% of the time looks like me. And so that's a very, very important piece of the puzzle that I enjoy.
Right. And your long, busy days, what's one thing that you do while you work and you're like, yeah, it's time to get this done? Or like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's closing deals. I love to close a deal. Like when I'm in a meeting, like we just got out of a meeting, I'm like on my phone, like, okay, meetings, time for meeting to be over. Like time for meeting to be over. Like what is the end result? Like how is this making us money? My motto that I tell my team is generate and save. If it's not generating us money and it's not saving us money, we're not doing it. I'm not putting our effort, our time is valuable. So if we're not generating money from this or it's not saving us money, I'm not doing it. So when I can generate, when I can sign some deals that are bringing money in here so that we can have more and do more and our names can carry more weight, that makes me excited. That gives me all the joy in the world. Christmas is coming. Like people got to feed their kids and buy nice gifts. So closing deals. I like writing checks. I like receiving checks and writing endorsing checks.
Right. And every time after you close a deal, do you celebrate?
I absolutely do. I'm a champagne girl. I'm a prosecco girl. So a bottle. I got a bottle of prosecco in my office right now. If we close the deal, we will be popping that bottle. Of prosecco. I love it.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotta celebrate. Um, since you being out in Atlanta, for a
Mhm.
person who hasn't been there, if they go there for the first time, where's the first food spot they gotta go to?
So I'm preferential, okay, because I'm from Atlanta. So what I tell you is the best food place. People may or may not agree, but for me, you got to go to Touchdown Wings. Okay, it's a curry out, like people say in DC, but it's a carry out. So you just go in and get your wings. You got to get a good flavor. Like you got to get honey garlic or medium with lemon pepper sprinkles. Like don't go to American Deli. Don't go to any of those kind of places. Go to Touchdown Wings. And then if you want something a little bit more upscale, or if you want to like have pancakes and booty, which is what the brunch scene, which is Atlanta is known for. Go somewhere like Weezy's, or go somewhere like Weezy's is around the corner, so it made me think of them. Eclipse de Luna, which is our little hangout happy hour spot. It's a lot of little Cirque is my favorite. On Monday, Cirque has all you can eat crab legs. Like all of those places that it's like it feels good. We can watch the game. It's not too pretentious. Like I like being in spaces where I can just be myself, right? And it's not I love being from the city, but sometimes I just want to eat my food and and the food is good too. So those places that I name actually have good food and you can enjoy the food and enjoy the ambiance and it's not like the food is $1,000 and it's a waste of my money.
Right. And what's like your top two dishes of all time from Atlanta?
Great question. So again, I'm a little bit different. So my favorite right now, Bar Marcel is in the Four Seasons. I'm giving away my gems right now. They have a burger, one of the best burgers in Atlanta. It's in the Four Seasons Hotel. Um, my other is I love oysters. There's a place called Dewan's Bistro. It's a New Orleans place. He's from New Orleans, but I absolutely love his oysters. They're amazing. So those two.
Definitely gotta try that out. And
Yeah.
I got a couple more. What's one thing that you haven't done yet that you want to do with the business with Ray and your whole company?
I really want to get a title sponsor. Title sponsor is Fortune 50 organization to sponsor something with us. We have a lot of sponsors. We have a lot of people that do business with us, but it would really put my stamp of approval on it if we could have a major sponsor, someone who is willing to spend dollars, someone who believes in our mission of what we're trying to do, raise the culture referee, someone who enjoys being a part of the culture referee business. So that's what I really really want to do.
And how about for you? What's one thing you want to do for for yourself?
Great question. I really want to see more of the world. It is I want to see where more of us are. And when I say us, I mean black and brown people. I've been to Europe, I've been to Asia. I really want to spend more time in countries where I can see the infrastructure and the business of other black business professionals. We put black business into this box of like America, but people have been having black owned businesses for centuries in other countries, and not just in Africa, but in the Middle East, in the South America, all of those places. I really would like to see how other black women do. It's black women that are presidents of countries. Like I really want a chance to experience black women leadership in other countries.
Right? Yeah, that'll be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Um, what's one person that you want to work with that you haven't worked with?
Hmm. Um. One person that I want to work with that haven't worked, Tiana Taylor.
Okay,
Like
yeah,
I love Tiana Taylor. Like she's such a talented person. Everybody is not talented. I mean, I hate to say it, but she's such a talented woman. How she's able to propel her career and go from the girl we saw on MTV to now being literally an A-list star is amazing. I would love to sit down and talk to her, have fun with her. Like I think she's a girl's girl. I think she's an executive who she's forged her own way. She was independent at one time. Now she's in every movie, every show. She's on every like she's everywhere. So and her mom managers her. So I really would love to work with Tiana.
that'll be super dope.
Yeah.
Um, outside of work, what's some things that you do to recharge yourself and stay grounded?
Prayer. I pray. I drink prosecco. Prayer and prosecco. That's gonna be my new line. Prayer and prosecco. But those are my main two things. I'm very family oriented. I cook. Um, it's funny because I'm not cooking Thanksgiving this year, and everybody in my family is like, "You're not cooking." I'm like, "I need a break. I'm working. I have a very big girl job right now. I'm like, I need a break." But I love to cook. I love to entertain. I love putting things together and organizing parties and events and things like that. So I like to have a good time. Like I don't there's people have this connotation that as an executive you're stuffy or you know I like to have a good time. I just make smart decisions when I'm having a good time.
Right. Got to make smart decisions.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone who wants to become something like you doing or become a president of a company?
Get in the room. Whatever you do, get in the room and have confidence. One thing that I've noticed from my counterparts who've worked in this industry longer than I have, or even my counterparts who have worked in the industry less than I have, but have plummeted to have excelled, sorry, to a higher level, they have confidence. Have confidence. Even if you think you want, thoughts become things. So if you want to be a president of a company, start saying it now. If you want to run an enterprise, say it now. Like I used to always want to be an entrepreneur. I still am an entrepreneur, but everything about entrepreneurship doesn't mean you have to start it with your own money. So get in the rooms with people that you think like, people, and work. There's also a connotation that you have to be an entrepreneur to be on this pipeline. No, even Ray has worked at corporate entities. He's worked at the labels. So you have to, in order to have some type of notoriety, in order to have some bandwidth of understanding, you have to work for other people. So get in the rooms and work with other people.
Right. Got to put that work in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one more before we go. Really appreciate this.
You're welcome.
What's next for you, for Ray, for the company? What can people go look? I know you got the podcast, the
Yes.
company. You got so much going on.
Yeah, what's next is we're a creative agency. We really would love to help more people who want to get in this industry the right way, right? A lot of people have great ideas, but don't have, again, that baseline. So that's what's next. Working with creatives who already have one level of success that want to go to the next level, whether that's songwriters, whether that's artists as far as rap or R&B, those people. We have a lot of artists that are signed to us right now. I would love for them to go even higher in their career and really just allowing our podcast to be. We're just on a deal with Revolt. We haven't announced it yet, but that's a deal. So we'll be on TV this time next year. So that's also what's next. A lot of things happening. We're going to be on TV screens. We're going to be on the radio. We're going to be everywhere by this time next year. So that's what's next.
Nice big things coming. Once
Yes,
again, I really appreciate you for doing this.
you're
This is big
welcome.
right here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Maybe we could do a part two soon.
Yeah, I'm welcome. Invite me on at any time. People always invite Ray because Ray's the people's champ, but I'm the business person. So if you want to know more about business, if you want to know how to execute ideas, if you have some questions about business and how to get your footing in the door, I can definitely help with that. So I'm open. You can do a part two.
Definitely. I'll keep in touch. Really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. So nice of you to have me. Have a great day.
Absolutely. You too. Peace.